What is going on, guys? And welcome to the first part of the series in which we're going to go from basically data science from scratch. And now I'm not saying I'm a data scientist, I'm not saying I'm the best, I'm just going to learn and document as I go by. And so basically in this video I want to talk about first things, my plan on how I'm going to go from zero to have a better understanding of what data science is, the skills necessary. And quick disclaimer, I've already been self-studying a lot of these topics, so I do understand sort of what I need to know and how I'm going to learn it. So yeah, for this series I'm gonna start off with the classic Python language. That's what we're gonna be using. You can of course use Scala, R, I think even Java, C++. I'm going to be using Python for this sort of course. Well, not course, but series of how I'm going to learn it and all this stuff. Again, I have prior coding experience, and I have coded in Python, so I'm not brand new to it. But for the sake of the videos, I'm going to start off, with probably gonna teach it as if it's like my intro to programming class. So nothing too difficult, nothing too crazy. And after that, we're gonna work into visualizing data. So we're gonna explore how to represent your data, how to use graphs and basically get useful insight on your data. Because data scientists, it's data. You're gonna be working with data. It's a bunch of data. And then I'm gonna dive into a little bit of linear algebra. Nothing too crazy. Again, I'm gonna go off of what I learned from my college course in linear algebra. And then I'm gonna go into some statistics. Provide some basic statistics you might need. And then we're going to be talking about gathering data, so getting data, how we're going to get data, where to find data, and give a little brief explanation on that. And then we're going to dive into working with data. So we're going to be exploring libraries that work with data, most popular like pandas, but those are going to be separate. It's just going to be a little brief overview on get yourself familiar with it, see the vision, and try to keep pushing. And then after all this, we're going to start getting into machine learning models, and we're going to talk about different types. We're going to be like the k-nearest. We're going to do simple linear regression and logistic regression, decision trees, and stuff like that. And we'll talk about it, what it's used for, how to use it, and we're going to dive in just the surface. Now, of course, I can't dive into the whole thing. I don't think anyone can really. So yeah, and then we're gonna finish it off with databases. I'm gonna probably, I'm not sure which ones I want to dive into, but I have some experience with SQL, so probably go into that. But the point of this video is to learning experience. I'm learning, you guys can learn. And also at the end of each section, I'm going to be providing projects for the more theoretical things such as linear algebra or statistics. I'm going to provide maybe a couple tests, like practice problems and all that stuff, so you can get your practice on that. But yeah, for the most part, for Python, visualizing data and the machine learning or the databases, provide some projects that I'll do, and I'm also going to be linking them on my GitHub. So yeah, stay tuned for this episode. We're going to dive into Python basics. So let's jump right in. So to start, if you don't already have Python, then keep watching the video. If you already have Python, go to the next video. I'm going to be working on that shortly. But for those of you who are brand new, fresh to Python, we're going to want to jump right into, we're going to go into Google Chrome. Oh, I have a lot of tabs. Let me just, all right, there you go. So we're in Chrome, and first things first, you're going to make sure you have Python installed on your system. So we're just going to go to, here we go. Let's go to python.org. And it's just the main page. And then we're going to want to go into downloads. We'll just click downloads real quick, and you'll see the latest, download the latest version for Mac OS. Now, depending on your system, if you're using Windows, Linux, or whatever other system you're using, then download accordingly. For my purposes, I'm using the Mac OS X. So we're just going to download Python 3.8.3, use the latest version. When I started learning, I think I was using 2.7. But yeah, I always use the latest version. So all you're going to want to do is you're going to click on it. It's going to start downloading a package installer. And then you're going to just want to follow the instructions and make sure it's on your system. Okay, once you have it downloaded, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get a text editor. Now keep in mind, you do not need a text editor. But for visual purposes and to understand, we're going to be using a text editor. I recommend two. My favorite, I recommend Sublime Text. It's going to be the first one. It's this symbol over here. It's Sublime Text. I love it. It looks amazing. It's simple. And this is one thing I'll share when comparing. The other one is Pycharm. Pycharm is also great. This is where you're gonna get your fancy things. It's here. I'll show you an image. Yeah, so you can see. This is what you're gonna get pretty much. You're gonna get assist on typing. Word search. It's a whole project manager in the sense. I like it. I also use it because it comes with the convenience of compiling with the text editor. So I recommend Sublime Text. And again, we're just going to go click on the link. We're going to find download, and you're going to find your system. Here we go. My system is OS, and it'll start downloading here. But since I already have it downloaded, let's get this up. Yeah, so I already have it downloaded. I am not going to be downloading them. Same thing goes for Pycharm. Just go here, download, Pycharm, and you can download it. It's free. Don't get the professional. We're not professionals unless you are professional, But for our purpose, free open source. So we're gonna do that, and I'll show you the editor. Alright, so once everything's downloaded, you're going to want to make sure Python is definitely installed. And you can do this by simply just typing in, you can go Python 3, and it should confirm right there. I have 3.8.2. Like I said, download 3.8.3. I do not think it matters all that much. So yeah, do that. And like I said, once we're in here, you can, let me make this bigger because I know it's hard to see sometimes. So like I said, we're here. We can do prints, and then we'll go over here, and then we'll be like hello world, the classic. Hint it, press enter, and you get your returned hello world. So we confirmed that we have Python installed. Now let's go and confirm that Sublime is installed. And like I said, I already have Sublime, so here it is. And same thing, next video I will be talking about how to compile from your text editor, instead of just regular. Over here we have Python 3, and we're already inside the terminal. So in the next video I will be talking about how to compile your your small programs. And keep in mind, right now we're just going to get familiar with Python. Later on, something to look forward to, we are going to be using Jupyter notebooks. I'll give you a little preview. Jupyter notebook. So that will conclude this video. Honestly, if I learned something, I think you can learn something too. But if I'm doing something wrong, leave a comment down below, and it's a learning experience for all of us. So yeah, see you next time.